Ladies and gentlemen, our inductee, Paul Allen Teague. Paul Teague played varsity football for the Albertville Aggies from 1972 to 1975. He is pictured here with his parents, the late Bobby Joe Teague and Walleen Teague, his sister Beth Formby, and his two older brothers, Durrell and Johnny, both of whom played sports for the Aggies and received college scholarships. Paul was involved in youth league sports from an early age. His father, Bobby Joe, also served Albertville's youth as a coach in most of these youth sports. Paul is pictured here on the top row, third from the left, as a member of the Albertville Little League All-Stars. Paul was quite a slugger on this Pony League All-Star team. Bobby Joe is the coach on the left, and Paul, number 15, is on the top row, third from the right. Believe it or not, number 35 Paul was also quite a basketball player. Bobby is the coach in the team picture on the right. But football is where young Teague would find his real calling. Paul is number 52, second from the left on the top row. Bobby Joe is the coach in the back near the middle. Number 82 Teague played 1 year of junior high football as an 8th grader, and in the spring of 1972, the big 9th grader to be was pulled up to the varsity squad by head coach Ken Barrett. Barrett always said that Teague had a lot of savvy. Paul became a starting guard before the season was over and was named the most improved lineman of the 1972 squad. In 1973, Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame charter member Vernon Wells took over as the head coach. Coaches on the Aggie staff were left to right Butch Ferguson, Bob Duke, Wells, Ronnie Little, and Dennis Hicks. As a sophomore that year, Paul was moved to offensive tackle and defensive end, where he started all season. Number 51 is pictured here sacking the Etowah quarterback. In 1974, as a junior, Paul was moved to center because the coaches believed the best lineman on the team should play that position in the newly installed split veer offense with Hall of Fame board member Gil Bruce as the quarterback. He continued to play defensive end and was named to the All-Region and All-County teams. In 1975, his senior year, defensive coaches Hicks and Little moved Paul to the middle linebacker position on defense, and he remained the starting center. The Aggies went 8-2 that season as football fever took over in Albertville. Paul is number 50 on the second row from the top, standing next to Coach Wells. The Aggies missed the playoffs by 1 game. Co-captains Teague and Tim Davis are pictured here receiving the Marshall County Championship trophy. Teague was named to the All-County, All-Region, and All-State teams that year and participated in the Alabama North-South High School All-Star Game where he was the starting center for the North squad. Number 50 Teague was joined by such notable players as number 32 Gunnersville Stanley Howell on his way to a standout career at Mississippi State. Auburn players number 26 Joe Cribbs, number 12 Foster Christie, number 42 Freddie Smith, and Alabama players number 78 Tim Travis and number 88 Nick Bolton. Paul was a two-sport athlete in high school and made All-County 3 years in both the shot put and discus. In his senior year, Paul was the county champ in the shot put and discus and placed second at both the state indoor and outdoor track meets in the shot put. Paul is in the top row middle in this photo of the track team, which won 5 consecutive Marshall County championships. Unbeknownst to many, Paul was also an accomplished musician, winning second place in the AHS talent contest as a senior, playing the piano by ear. During his senior year, several college scouts came calling. University of Alabama assistant coach Shorty White told Coach Wells that Coach Paul Bear Bryant wanted to sign only one center that year. Their first choice was Dwight Stevenson from Miami, but if Stevenson didn't sign, they wanted Teague. Stevenson did sign with Bama and went on to an outstanding career at Alabama and in the professional ranks. Paul received a football scholarship to attend Livingston State University, now the University of West Alabama. After the third game of his freshman season, head coach Jim King and offensive coordinator Jack Crow moved Paul to the starting position at center, where he graded a winning score the remainder of the season. Coach Crow took over as the head football coach in 1977. In the fifth game of his sophomore season against Alabama State, Paul suffered a knee injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season, but he was still named second team All-Gulf South Conference. Paul bounced back from knee surgery, only to be sidelined again for the first 4 games of the 1978 season with a broken jaw. With this and other injuries, Teague returned to the lineup and finished the season as offensive tackle. In 1979, Paul avoided further injuries and had an excellent senior season. He completed his eligibility and was named the first team All-Gulf South Conference center. Paul returned to Sand Mountain and in 1982 married Mary Nell Price of Boaz. The couple recently celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. Paul and Mary Nell are pictured here with their son Casey, a Boaz pirate. Paul is also pictured with his daughter, Megan Green of Altoona, on her wedding day. Paul has been employed with Mitchell Grocery for the past 15 years and enjoys fishing, small engine repair, and watching high school and college football, and is a member of the Bethsaida Baptist Church. His biggest fan and cheerleader is still his mother, Walleen. Ladies and gentlemen, Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Paul Allen Teague.